If you look at it, it ain't just no West Coast video. You know, and all the artists from different places.
Who shot this one?
We did. Some youngsters I brought in, and came in and shot it. Now that's Buck Adams. He's from Pomona. The artists that I deal with, they all not from the hood. They definitely not from Road 60s. They definitely all from, you know, this my man from that's Critter Cali. That's the lethal weapon right there. He's from out of Pomona. You know, his family come from about the Hoovers and all the other stuff. They come from everywhere else. We're a universal label, man. We're not just messing with just. We mess with everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's Shortstop right there. And Shortstop is the first one coming out the crew. He got about 75 to 80 songs already completed.
Have you been doing shows?
Yeah, he did a couple of shows in Vegas. He did shows in Vegas, Atlanta. But we're starting to really push him out now.
Oh, okay. So basically you building his followers.
Yeah, yeah. And you see how uniquely put the Twitter, put everybody's Twitter on there?
Right.
So basically, I want people to be able to fall in love with the artists. You know what I mean? Right. To know the artists because they new artists.
Right.
So put their Twitter out there so you can fall in love with the artists and build a relationship, follow them. And it's really about, now this Sandman the Goose. This the fly one out the crew. He about the hood. Grew up in the 60s. Came up from Africa. He's from the same place Nipsey from, Aretha. You got a lot of dudes up out of Aretha living in the neighborhood. So that's why you probably see a correlation with him and people say he looked like him, but he was born in Africa, but he moved to America. His family came to America. And he been rapping like 7-8 years. He had got at me when I first came home, you know what I mean, but I kind of was messing with Corrupt them, then I started messing with Nip.
Okay.
And then
you still working with Nipsey?
Yeah, we still do some things, you know, but I'm doing my own thing now.
Okay.
With Nipsey, I was managing Nipsey.
Okay.
Now it's my own label, you know what I mean? You know, you first come into the industry, you come in at a working level. So I came in first, and I first paroled in 2004. Was messing with Suge, Corrupt. Did that for a while, broke away from that. Did the thing with Nipsey, took Nipsey, really brought the West Coast back. And then did the thing with Nipsey, now y'all see where he at. Now it's time for me to push my own thing. Because I wouldn't get the credit for all of that. You know, that was more of me working with John Shapiro, Steve Lobel, Sony Music Group. So now what you see now is my own label. It's UNEEK Music, you know what I mean? It's a label that me and my little brother, rest in peace, started. We actually started, I was still locked up, and he got killed. When he got killed, he had the UNEEK Music shirt on. And so it's a label that me and him, he came up with the name, and of course I'm gonna push it, you know what I mean?
It's for life now.
Yeah, yeah. So when you see that UNEEK Music, it's not nothing new. It go back years.
Okay. How long y'all been around?
Well, I think I came up with the name for another company I was doing. And my little brother, him and Hump, had decided they wanted to do UNEEK Music. And Corrupt was going to be the first one off the label. So they was all together building, been going around building for about a year and a half until he got killed in 90. And so after that, I came on 2004 and revived it. I was just doing management under it. So that's why you kept seeing the UNEEK logo on everywhere. Everything I do with that. And so now it's actually time to push the whole label.
Okay.
And staying true to it. Right now, this is our first edition. It's more hip hop because we're closer to hip hop. But rock music is where we want to go too, and that's what you go see when you see who was before him is the Hyena, 6-pack. He rapping on here, but he's actually in the rock music. So he just really kind of threw something on there to introduce himself. But he has a rock style, you know, guitars, the band, okay. He into that, you know what I mean?
So that's the next level of UNEEK Music.
Okay, we still gonna we're gonna truly stay true to the form and the name, UNEEK Music. We're not looking to just stay hip hop. We're not gonna stay in one genre. You know, we're gonna really serve you all kind of music.
Okay.
Because I mean, as African American people, we do all kind of music. We don't just do hip hop. We don't just do rap music. This is my man Reezy from Bounty Hunters. He's deadly. He got a couple of songs. I mean, my whole concept is to really get the people the music. If your music is good, there ain't no limit to your releases. Because people always want good music. What we're seeing now in the last 7 years that music has taken a change, you see less release from artists. Because the labels can ill afford to put $2 million in the marketing and promoting. So you see them cut back on the video budgets, on the promotional budgets, and now you see people like myself who has been savvy in this internet game, in this viral game, replacing them. I'm not even looking for a deal for a major. I'd rather put out an album and put out something every 7-8 months, and then run that album for a year, and then come out with another release on my other artists, and then if I make $1 million off of every release, I'm working. I'm making money, as opposed to waiting to try to see when a label can squeeze me in, and then try to make $3 million. And the time that I can release an album, virally, cake up on the money that I'm making on my viral campaign, do my own physical, then I might make $1 million. I might make $1 million every 6 months, just doing that on each artist. You see what I'm saying? And then I ain't got to be like each label. See, as independent label, we have a concept that you have to stay with one artist. You have to come out, well, who you going with first? Now, I do know we got a concept to go with certain artists first, but at the same time, I want to market all my artists. I don't want my artists sitting on the shelf saying, wait till he get on. If you got good music and you in the lab creating good music, we're going to package it, promote it, and do it. Each one of my artists should have a team. They have their own management team. They have to have their own focus group where people listen to the music and then judging the music, judging the presentations. They need to know how to speak, represent themselves. And this is what I require from anybody who's coming into the fold. You can't expect that me as a label going to go out and do everything for you. You got to come in and want to work. The whole main thing is about actually who puts in the work. I could take a kid like my Spiffy. He's the youngest out the group. At 15 years old, when I came up to the school to coach at Crenshaw, he would hit me up every day. After I left the NIPSEY project, and I really just kind of left music alone. I got my equipment left alone, took my equipment and threw it in the garage. And he was hitting me up every single day, like, man, come on, man, help me, I want to do this. And I'm like, man, I ain't messing with music. And I was kind of just focusing on what I was doing with my nonprofit. I mean, this kid hit me up every single day. So I told him, I said, look, man, I'm going to give you 6 months. You show me your report card. If you're doing good on your report card, in 6 months, I'm going to mess with you. So he brought me his report card, doing at all good grades. And his little brother played on my Pop Warner football team for my junior midgets. He had a good season. So he come to all the games. I finally want to say, let me hear something. He spit something. I left. Christmas, I seen him on Christmas. I said, look, I got a Christmas present for you. And I said, I'm going to let you record. And he ran around the school. But then what shocked me was I put him in the studio and left. He had never been on the mic before, never recorded nothing. The man went in the studio. And when I came back, the man really made a song. He didn't know how to adjust to the 16s and all that, but we had to. When I heard his delivery, heard his voice on the mic, I was sold. I was sold. Then after doing that, I went back and just started everybody who had been getting at me like, look, let's go together. But then I was faced with the same issue on how can I promote and accurately put all of them out. Because now we got Cannon coming out. Because Cannon got a song with Snoop and Game. So
that's under your management?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. That's going to definitely mean he going to strike a core on the West Coast. And it's about really just building relations. My relationship with the industry is great. And then it's about taking what you know and what you want and what you're trying to get. If you're trying to get on a major label, that's good for you. Because that's $300,000-$400,000 that they're going to give you up cake to get started, put some money in your pocket, and you can ride. You know what I mean? And then you get your album releases. I would recommend it if you can get the money to do it. But if you can't get the money, understand what you're doing. I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because I can afford to do what a major label can't do. What it costs a major label to do what I'm about to do, they can't afford to shoot 5 videos. I can shoot all the viral videos I want. And then I had the equipment to shoot major videos at the same time. So I can give my artists a major representation that the label do. The only thing I'm lacking is that $7, $8 million that the label is gonna charge to you. That when they say they spent $7 million, they only gonna really gonna spend probably $700,000. But they gonna double it up though, because now you paying this dude and on everybody who gets paid on a project. I can do that now. Me and my artists going half on a dollar. I'm gonna put the money up to marketing and make it happen. All you doing is bringing the vocals. So that's where our investment is. If you bringing the vocals, you bringing the work. I got to get the studio. I got to get the pay for the beats. I got to get the marketing dollars up. I got to get everything promoted. So we half on a dollar. Anything less than that would be uncivilized. That means I'll be working for nothing.